this being the final review, part 3 of the boot, and it's covered during this test, really, the final part of the Cambrian Way on the Cape Wrath Trail. So it's done a good few miles in arduous country, wet ground, dry ground, hilly, flat, tarmac, the lot. So it's had a really good test. So how's it performed? The Gore-Tex inner, perfect. It never leaked once. And when I say it never leaked, it never leaked. Yes, I did use gaiters on the Cape Wrath, but the Cape Wrath Trail is renowned for being extremely boggy, and people get their feet wet all the time, especially if they use trail boots. The boots that I wore, the Meindls, were perfect. And not only were my boots perfect, there was another walker also wearing the same boots, and they also had the same 100% dry feet. So big tick for the waterproofness. Now, I'm not saying every boot will ever be like that, but mine and this young gentleman's were dry. The leather, yes, it gets marked. I mentioned that earlier, when you oil it and dub it, etc. Perfect again. What can I say? That boot, I would say, after all the miles it's done over this year, I'd say it's 95%, maybe more, as it was when I first bought it. So yeah, a great boot. Other people's footwear, especially on the Cape Wrath Trail, got destroyed. We're talking destroyed, holes in them, useless after it, and somebody's doing a fence. Yeah, so they were destroyed. But these boots, the Meindls, spot on. Comfort in general, it's the inner sole. Now, it did change it. Part of the Cape Wrath Trail at the start is on tarmac, and I wore what was the issue inner sole for that particular part. That was a bit of an error. It's not really up to it for a hard surface. So if you are going to walk on a hard surface, tarmac at the start, I suggest a jelly insole, something with a lot more, spring in it, rather than the more harder inner sole that you do get with the boot itself. So definitely get a different inner sole. Over normal ground, the bogs, the hills, the hard sole's perfect. Perfect again, isn't it? But that's probably a clue. The sole itself, when it is boggy and wet and a little bit muddy, it can be slippery. That's the only fault that I did find with it. But if you're not going to go onto that sort of ground, then there you go. But that was the only issue. That was it. And an honest truth, over a year of walking some big trails over different ground surfaces, etc. What can I say? It's a boot I do recommend. I'm not one of these people who get a boot and go, yeah, it's lovely and it's this and that the other, or a tent or a cooker or an axe or whatever, and say, this is my review. The review that I've done is a proper review. That's it really. Go out, buy a pair. Do I recommend? Obviously I do. Would I buy another pair? Yes, I would. Will I buy another pair? Not for a while, because I'll be still wearing the pair I've already got. Makes common sense, doesn't it, really? So yeah, big thumbs up. highly recommended. Go out, buy a pair.